Hello, everybody. Welcome back for a rarity. It is a Saturday afternoon, Saturday lunchtime watch along, and we are going to be across Sunderland versus Middlesbrough in the EFL Championship. Make yourself known in the chat. We're going to be here for the next couple of hours, watching along with what we're not allowed to call a North-East derby between Sunderland and Middlesbrough. Thank you, everybody who joined last night for Hull City and their first win of the season at Stoke. And we continue our EFL Championship Round 6 action today. The card looks a little something like that. So in the earlies, we've got obviously our game Sunderland versus Middlesbrough. It is Norwich versus Watford and QPR versus Millwall as the other two 12:30 games. Into the 3 p.m.s, then we've got Bristol City, Oxford. We've got Burnley, Pompey, Cardiff, Leeds, Coventry, Swansea, Luton, Sheffield. Wednesday, it's Sheffield United versus Derby, West Brom versus Plymouth, and then into Sunday, one more game for you, Preston versus Blackpool to round out round 6. Get involved in the chat. Afternoon to Dave over there, afternoon to Chris. Get the conversation moving. We will get into our normal intro. We're a little bit shy on time today. Had to make this a 12 start, so we haven't got our normal 30 minutes beforehand. But do help me out. We'll do one of these nice and early, as we always do, with a like spike. Hit that thumbs up button if you're watching right now. Let's get this stream moving. It's a like spike. Thank you kindly, as YouTube decides to play an advert down there while I'm trying to count up the likes. There we go. I'll add mine. 14 likes. Let's see if we can get that up to 50 as soon as possible. Welcome, Kieran, in the chat as well. Let's dive right into this then. It is Middlesbrough versus Sunderland. If I bring the table up, you'll see the lay of the land, which looks pretty good still for Sunderland, doesn't it? Amazing start, 4 wins on the bounce. They can go back to the top of the table. They just need a draw today, depending on what West Brom are going to do later on. They will temporarily go top. Am I right about that? No, can Watford go past them? No, I suppose Watford go past them. Look, a win for Sunderland will guarantee they stay at the top of the table after today's games, and then then it's just down to West Brom. For Middlesbrough, they will be looking. Look, they could, with a big win, go all the way up into 3rd spot. Unlikely, but whatever happens, they would tie up on 11 points there with Blackburn, were they to get the win. That's the lay of the land. Welcome, Annie. If you're off to a game soon, you're cutting it fine, but we're very happy to have you here. Dempsey Doe, welcome to you as well in the chat. Let's get into how these two teams have been lined up then by their managers, Reggie Labrie and Michael Carrick. Let's have a look at the lineups. Right. Oh, I've just realised you can toggle some bits on FootMob there, which might be quite interesting when it comes to the Sunderland 11 and how particularly young they always are. But here are your 11s today. Let's do that. We'll have the countries. How about that? Or will it be more interesting, particularly when we're doing Sunderland, to look at the ages? Because it's just incredible, isn't it? Other than Luke O'Neill at 29, everyone 26 or under. And in there, look, 19, 21, 18, 22, 17, 22, 22. Even the keeper's only 24, for God's sake. Massively young 11 for Sunderland. And that young 11 is in goal, Anthony Patterson. It's Dennis Serkin and Trey Hume are the fullbacks. Luke O'Neill is the old-timer there, age 29. How about that? Chris Mepham, I believe it's his debut. Someone correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I don't want to say this, but Mepham famously, infamously red-carded in a championship playoff semi-final for Bournemouth against his former club Brentford as well, which saw Brentford win through and win promotion in the final. Absolutely key moment in that one. In midfield is Joe Bellingham, Dan Neil, and the wonder kid, Chris Rigg. A lot of people struggle to understand my video I did on 10 youngsters to watch in the championship yesterday. Chris Rigg wasn't included because we did him the year before, but he is obviously in the midst of his breakout season here. And so I'll probably remain Mundell, Ezier Mayende in the front line there. Patrick Roberts is not. He's been around for ages, but he's still only 27. There you go. Let me know your thoughts on that Sunderland 11. What have we got in the chat on this, Mike? Welcome from Melbourne. Hold your predictions 1 sec. Akshay, hold your predictions, guys. We'll get to them. Let's dive in here. Tantric Monkey, hold your predictions. We'll get to our predictions. Don't you worry. Ours could go temporarily 9th today. 10 young players to watch and no Bannon. Shocking. The only thing that's shocking is the comments on that video, Nat, where I made it very clear that we were not having loan players and we weren't having players 21 or over. And what do I get? All I get is blooming comments saying, where's this loan player and where's this player who's 21 or over? And you get to the point where you're just like, I can't be bothered to explain this anymore. What I can be bothered to explain is the Middlesbrough 11 that looks a little something like that, with Seni Dieng in goal. The fullbacks are Luke Ayling and Neto Borges, however you pronounce that. George Edmondson, familiar one to me, from Ipswich, obviously. And Matt Clark, another ex-Ipswich player. It's not about Ipswich today, is it? Looking forward to seeing Aidan Morris. I haven't seen Morris do a 90 yet. Sam Parkin, pretty high on him in terms of how he's started since arriving. So let me just do a little bit of a zoom there. Haven't quite got my shot right. There you go. How's that? Let me move into the middle. Lovely jubbly. Morris's partner in central midfield is Hayden Hackney, as ever. Isaiah Jones and Finn Azaz in a kind of nominal wide position. So it's the fullbacks that are supposed to give them width. And then, very similar to when we had Akpom and Archer, it's Conway and Latte Lath. As in, you kind of got two players that you'd expect to play number 9, but one plays just off the other. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know who you are eager to be seeing today in the early watch along. Welcome, Mr. Patrick Curtis. Kieran, Ipswich going to win today, I hope. Well, you and me both, fella, up the borough. Says Fen. There we go. Right. You may, guys, now get involved. Shall we do it? Let's do our predictions. You have got... how many seconds do you get on the predictions? You've got 24 seconds. Get me your predictions for this one in. Give me the two team names and the scoreline. How do you see this one going? It is Sunderland versus Boro in the watch along. Okay, let's see some predictions from you guys. Where are we starting? John, 1-1. Nat, 2-2. A couple of draws in there to begin with. Kieran, 4-1 Sunderland. He's gone for. Akshay, 2-0 Boro. I don't know what that means. There's a lot of numbers there. 2-0 Boro from Penguin. 1-1. Tantric Monkey, always like that name. Coffee Goblin, Sunderland 2, Boro 1, Mundell and Roberts. There we go, getting some goal scorers in here as well. Hold those thoughts though for the golden ticket. We'll do the golden ticket in a minute. Chris, 3-1 Boro. Dempsey Doe 4-1. Charlie with the 1-all. 3-2 Sunderland. Andy, 4-1 Boro. How about that? Connor, 2-1 Sunderland. And Anir with the 1-all. Manuel, watching from Mexico. Very nice. Boro will have a narrow win, 2-1. Right, we are closing in on kickoff here. Hopefully you'll see over my shoulder, the Beer 52 display got bigger. We said we were expecting the Asian beers to come in. So on the table now are the Asian Cities beer collection from Beer 52. Looks absolutely beautiful. A new copy of Ferment magazine and some new bar snacks. We've shifted the other lot down a little bit lower. You can grab yourself a case of Beer 52, absolutely free. You do need to cover the postage. That will cost you £5.95, but you get your beer for free. Who doesn't like free? www.beer52.com/Bloom to claim your offer. www.beer52.com/Bloom. Get yourself a free crate of beer there. 8 beautiful beers. Go for the Asian ones. They look absolutely amazing. Please drink responsibly. And speaking of Beer 52, let's do golden ticket. So get involved right now to win the golden ticket. This will cost you nothing. And you'll just get yourself a free case of Beer 52. No postage, no nothing, because I just need to read the number off the back. I need you to tell me the first goal scorer and the correct minute. So I will start things off. I will go Mayenda, and I will go minute 9. Mayenda 9 for me. Get involved to try and win the golden ticket. I'm desperate to give this away. As soon as you win it, I've got the code written on the... I'm reading it right now. I can see it. You can't. There's no mirrors in here, is there? Get involved with your guess for the golden ticket. I need the first goal scorer in the correct minute. Remember, if you're saying own goal, I'm afraid you have to specify the own goal scorer. And we'll go by whatever Sky are reporting. Do remember, for those people that get upset about these things, if a goal goes in and it's 4 minutes and 33 seconds, that's the 5th minute, okay? So don't get upset if it works out that way with whatever Sky are saying. Have we got some guesses? Let's have a look. Yes, we have. Lovely. Right. Conway, 18. Latte Left, 21. I love these ones that go the middle of the half. It makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? Roberts, 21. Latte Left, 1. Love it. Go on. Conway, 22. Mundell, 13. Latte Left, 5. Mundell, 12. Roberts, 18. Roberts, 35. Conway, 28, Rigg 42. Does anybody want to shut this one down? If someone types shut down, we are all done. Although Connor Salmon has got his guess in there. Roberts 27. We're going to shut it down right now. Unless nobody types shut down. There you go. Drew's in. Latte Lath 26. Charlie's in. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Kieran. Right, that's the end of it where those comments are. If you didn't get your guess in, unfortunately. Lee might be emotional at the lane today. Yeah, celebrating the losses of a couple of their people there at Bramall Lane today. Out come the players at the Stadium of Light, where I can't quite tell what the weather's doing. Looks like it should be nice, but I think it might actually be a bit grotty up there. Bit of a weird kind of overcast day, but the stadium looks fantastic, doesn't it? Pulled out the stops for the Sky TV cameras. Beautiful sea of red and white. Just rattle through these teams. One more time. Patterson, Hume, Mepham, O'Neill, Sirkin, Rigg, Neal, Bellingham, Mundell, Mayender and Roberts is your Sunderland 11. For Boro, Dieng, Ayling, Edmondson, Clark, Borges, Morris, Hackney, Jones, Conway, Azaz, Latte, Lath. Up top, we've done our predictions. We've done our like spike. We've done our golden ticket. All that remains is to get involved with the game right now. Looking forward to this one. Last night was a little bit of a chaotic game. It didn't have a great pattern to it, did it? Let's hope for something a little bit more controlled from either or both sides today. And we should get that, shouldn't we? Functioning a little higher up in the table than our teams that we covered last night were. There is Patrick Roberts. Remember, Sunderland's such a young team, aren't they? I think it was only O'Neill, Mepham, 26, 27, 29. Those three lads, Roberts, Mepham, O'Neill. Very, very young side indeed. But that young side has been doing very, very well to start this season. There's Finn Azaz. I was going to say, he has crazy numbers, has a lot of shots, a lot of dribbles, a lot goes through him. Sky just flagging that up. League high as well in terms of shots and shot creating actions and final third touches. And there is the mastermind behind the good start, Reggie Lebris. Won his first 4 games, but defeat at Plymouth last weekend. He's going up against Michael Carrick, who hasn't quite risen to the brilliant start he made when he first arrived, and Boro went right into the playoff challenge, didn't they? Unfortunately for them, losing in the end to Coventry in the semi-finals that season. The team of Giles, Akpom, Archer, Ramsey. Some players borrowed and given back. Some players sold from that team. We are off. Sunderland versus Middlesbrough. I thought I'd spend my lunchtime with you, lovely lot. Nice job. Welcome, Rich. I'm on silent. That's the best way to view me, Ben, I think, isn't it? Hey? Right, let's warm into this one. Edmondson on the ball, obviously promoted as part of the Ipswich squad. A great game of cat and mouse here. Edmondson just stood on the ball there for a good 10 seconds. He was obviously instructed not to pass until they pressed. And Sunderland were obviously instructed not to press until he passed. And nobody did anything. Brilliant little Mexican standoff there. Are you allowed to say Mexican standoff? Do I get cancelled for that? Is that cultural appropriation? We'll just call it a standoff then. But I was going to say apologies to our Mexican watchers. We did literally have someone say they were watching from Mexico, didn't we? So there you go. Patterson with the ball. Complete cat and mouse first 90 seconds of this. Nice drive forward by O'Neill. Sirkin wrestling with Edmondson, who's too strong for him. Oh, silly though. Edmondson gives it away. And a very silly foul given up by... Is that Aidan Morris? Sorry, there's a new one on me. Really? There's no way Middlesbrough should be facing across into their box now. Edmondson had a chance to clear it. And then a silly, silly foul. Norwich 1. Watford 0. Says my phone, buzzing up there. In comes the free kick delivered into the near post. Ayling clears. And a complete air shot there. And it's going to result in a counter-attack, which actually looks like it's a 3-on-3 here. They can get that ball across the pitch. No, they can't. Oh, dear. It was a decent enough carry by Isaiah Jones, who's quick as anything. I've survived, Lee. I've survived cancellation again. Where is Riley McGree? I don't know. He's not fit. 3-on-4 in Boro's favour. He's just a bit wide, wasn't he? Isaiah Jones there. You want him to just drive inwards a little bit. And the whole time that was unfolding, you're thinking, get the ball the other side of the pitch, quick. You're going to be in on goal. A Callum Doyle thunder bastard. I do not believe it. Have we had Callum Doyle even scoring in the Championship when he was on loan at Coventry or Leicester? You'll tell me in the chat. Certainly don't remember him smashing any in. Great start for Norwich, who are 1-0 up. I think they do give us picture-in-picture in these 12:30s on Sky now, don't they? So maybe we'll get to see the goal at some point. Might be a bit of a lag, but great start for Norwich at Carrow Road. Callum Doyle in 3 minutes. The first goal in the Championship today, scored by Norwich City. Borges. Hackney. Morris fizzes that one into Latte Lath. Conway, good football. Jones, nice cross. Conway should have scored. Oh, great football by Boro. But that, you may remember us doing Ipswich, Bristol City last year, and Tommy Conway scoring probably the best headed goal I saw last season. This was a much easier chance. Oh, dear. Defender slips in front of him. He has to score that, doesn't he? Look, running onto it. He can see everything. And the sky angle doesn't do him any favours there because you can see the massive hole to Patterson's right where he can just place that ball. That should be 1-0 to Boro. Goodness me. Ian, on my way to see Millers vs the League One Galacticos. So, Ian, I actually predicted, because I just want to make my League One predictions interesting, and there's a chance I'm going to predict Birmingham to win over 40 times this season. I did actually predict Rotherham to win today. It feels like a very Steve Evans thing to do, doesn't it? Chelsea 1-0, is it, Paul, in the Premier League? Is that right? Who are they playing? He's right. West Ham 0, Chelsea 1. Nicholas Jackson. It should be Sunderland 0, Middlesbrough 1 here, shouldn't it? Great football by Boro. It did get a bit of luck when Morris fizzed it in. That wasn't a great ball, and it kind of rebounded back. Beautifully played then. Oh, here comes Sunderland. Mayenda. powering through into the box, but there's so many covering defenders. Ayling kind of jumps in ahead of him. It's gone out for a corner. He's already got 4 goal contribs. Alicia Mayenda, he ghosted past George Edmondson then. Good tracking back from everyone. Well done on covering this game. Should be a close one. Oh, Tommy. Should be celebrating a goal, shouldn't he? Great chance for Conway and Boro. In comes across to nobody in particular from the corner. Dieng lets that one run out. Good start to this one. Tom, former Sunderland player. Of course, yeah. Callum Doyle was on loan. Here we're going to see that chance again. It's going to look even easier from this angle. I don't know what he got wrong there. He decided not to jump. I think if he jumps at that, he just doesn't get underneath it in the way he did and he scores. So I think he kept his feet planted, didn't he? Tom, I have no idea what you're talking about, mate. There's no mods on here. No messages have been deleted. So chill out and calm the F down, matey. And maybe apologise for what you've just accused me or my invisible mods that don't exist, hey? Oh, here's Latte Lath. Oh, big tackle there. They've let the advantage go. He's now pulled it back. I'm guessing the yellow card is coming out. Referee Hooper, isn't it? Dives right in there. Luke Ayling's going to have a word there. Yellow card has to come out for that one. Ugh. It's Trey Hume, wasn't it? To be fair, it's one of those where he and Latte Lath arrive together, and whoever gets there second is committing a foul, aren't they? Both went in full-bodied. You can see there being a red card in this game. I mean, that's a good start if you want a red card. Absolute clatter in there of Latte Lath. Thomas, hoping the Mighty Blades win again today. Sheffield United Derby. I think both me and Sam had Sheffield United to beat Derby today on the predictions, although we both had Derby to lose the other week, didn't we? And we had to issue one of those cringe-inducing public apologies when we're completely wrong about it. After Tesco, Dave. Enjoy. Latte Lath is still down. Got crunched there, didn't he, by Trey Hume. It's his right. Yes, the ball of his ankle, isn't it? You can literally see. Great angle from the TV there. Literally see where the spray goes on. Now, Tom, I'm asking you to apologise, mate, because you accused the mods on my channel of deleting your messages, which didn't happen. Yeah? That's what I'm asking you to do, mate. Do you understand? Yeah? You accused me of something that I haven't done. It's only right. Be a man. Apologise. None of your messages got deleted, buddy. So apologise for the accusation, or I will exercise my right to block. Free kick. Long wait for this one. Azaz and Hackney, both right footers. Azaz is going to take it right footed over the bar. Matty, welcome, Squire. Latte Lath is just getting himself going again on the touchline. Looks like he's going to be okay to continue. Took a bit of a whack, didn't he? Sirkin. Mundell. Beat his man, but couldn't get the cross past Luke Ayling. Latte left back into the game. Chris Mepham's just checking he's okay. Norwich are indeed winning 1-0, Joe. Callum Doyle on 3 minutes. The only goal in the 3 games, QPR 0, Millwall 0 in the other early today. O'Neill. Oh, nice slide through. Looking for Bellingham, who we haven't mentioned really yet, have we? That's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, I agree with referee Hooper. Not much in it. I'm struggling to tell you who I think's the better side so far as well. Maybe just Middlesbrough. Obviously, in terms of chance creation, huge one for Conway. But not much in it in just normal standard play, is there? Ayling. Clark. Down the line again to Ayling. Clark. Hackney. Clark. Good football by Boro. Borges. Hackney. Little dink in, easily gathered. There's Jones making the run in from the right-hand side. Right, guys, I'm just going to block this SAFC. Tommy's not really getting it here, so apologies if you're getting annoyed by his nonsense. He's gone. Apologies. Here is Roberts on the right-hand side. Out for a throw-in. Apologies if anyone was irritated by that guy. I tried to be nice, but if you accuse me of deleting your messages when I haven't done that, I'll ask you to apologise. If you double down, my house, my rules. Goodbye. I don't mind a difference of opinion, but you can't lie. You can't accuse me of something I haven't done. Not going to have that. Here's Roberts. Oh, lovely play. Drifts in off the right, switches it out to Mundell. Mundell, bit of space now. Can't get there. Doubled up on him fairly nicely. Ayling just gets in the way, though, and they haven't cleared their lines well again there, Middlesbrough. Played themselves into trouble a couple of times this game. Sunderland building up down the left-hand side. Cross comes in low. Easy. Gather. Ben Bloom is king. Thank you. Thank you for having my back. That's one good thing with this community. Whenever someone does come in and they're a bit of a dick or a troll or whatever, you lot police it yourself, which is great. I often don't need to get involved because they're made rather unwelcome. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're very welcoming to everybody and everyone's entitled to their opinion, but you've got to behave in a certain way, haven't you? Hey? You're going to try and rile everyone up. You're not going to get very far here, are you? Clark clips that into the channel. Ooh, bit of a mix-up there. Patterson and Hume didn't really know who was going to be gathering that. Conway has the ball swiped off him by Bellingham there. Great tackle. What do I think of the early kickoffs, Paul? I don't know. Suits different people different ways, doesn't it? I don't mind, but I understand that it's difficult if you have to travel a long way to the game. You know, you get the morning rush hour traffic, even though you might get back a bit earlier. I don't know. I can probably give you 10 reasons why it's good and then another 10 reasons why it's not good. Regret deleting his messages. Richard. Here's Mepham. O'Neill. Sirkin. Bellingham. Coming up 20. Even Stevens, isn't it? Other than that big chance for Conway. Rest of the game's been much of a muchness. Roberts. Oh, Roberts. Lovely run into the box. Just blocked out at the last there. Morris on the cover. Great run by Pat Roberts. Chelsea 2 up. I have to say, Enzo Maresca's done better there than I thought he would. Afternoon, Matt, you bloody legend. Who's Coventry got today, Matt Slot? Swansea. I think I backed them to win. They let me down last week, though, Cov. On my predictions. Little battle in the corner there. Latte Lath getting back and doing some defensive work there against Romain Mundell. Morning, Brandon in the chat. Welcome, Squire. In comes the cross to the back stick, headed away, smashed clear by Hackney. Absolutely nothing in this game, is there? "50-50's gone awry there, and we're going to have the yellow card come out from referee Hooper again, who's trying to keep everything calm. Latte Lath in the book, I think. Was it him? Yeah, high foot. Clattered. Was it O'Neill who went in there? I understand Latte Lath being a bit frustrated because it was him that got smashed the other end, didn't he, for the yellow card for Hume. Free kick for Sunderland. Afternoon, Andy. Yeah, I did get notified of this, that Coventry apparently never beat Swansea. We shall see. Oh, Jackson's on a hat-trick, is he? Good start to the day for him. Free kick goes short, knocked in to the back stick. I'm going to answer this technical question. What is that MacBook behind you being used for? You see that moving image on the screen? It's HDMI in that. So it gives us a little bit of an active backdrop. And then when we're doing Blue Monday podcast shows in this office, we can switch up the background to be the Blue Monday background. So, yeah. It's an overused projection tool, basically. I did at one point figure out how to turn off the light on the logo there as well. Just too lazy to do it now. Bellingham. Mundell. Slid down the line and out of play. Absolutely nothing in it. Bit untidy, actually, hasn't it? What's over my shoulder? All the beer. Look at all the beer. So much beer. It all goes hand in hand with my Beer 52 sponsorship. Borges, Clark, Edmondson, Clark, Hackney. Just sliding up the pitch gradually here, Boro. They appear to have had more of the control, but Sunderland obviously got a big threat on the break, haven't they, with their wide forwards? Well, that's nicely worked. Conway into the box, blocked out. They win the corner. Good football by Boro. We've had a few of those moments, and to be fair, Sunderland aren't pressing the defenders, are they, of Boro? It's not a rampant press like we see some teams do. Yeah. It is beer, or even 3 times 52, I think, by now, yeah. Corner for Boro. Azaz puts it in. 3-header for Clark. I think Clark's already scored twice this season, hasn't he? He scored down at Cardiff in the win there, and in the draw at home to Pompey as well. If I could expand the Premier League, would I? No, Matt, but I would do a Premier League 2 or find a way of making all the bodies under the same organisation. Here's Roberts. Roberts in off the right, hits the shot. Oh, it's going to go loose and is back-heeled over the line by Chris Rigg. Gets a bit of a lucky bounce in the build-up. It's pinballing around the box from Roberts' shot. Rigg runs away with it. It's quite a tricky finish in the end. He's got to backheel it in from the angle, but the Wonder Kid does it, and Sunderland lead 1-0 in the derby that's not a derby. Probably a bit against the run of play, that, isn't it? Roberts does well. It take 2 deflections, 1 there. And to be fair, Rigg does really well, doesn't he? Roberts' shot deflects. It doesn't deflect, does it? It's kind of half blocked. And Rigg does the business. Lovely little clever back-heeled finish. That, to be fair, there's no showboating in that at all. That was the best finish, the right finish, rather than getting his legs all in a muddle trying to cut it back with the right foot. Reggie Labrie not entirely sure what went on there with the deflection, and it all just kind of seemed to freeze for a second. Not for Chris Rigg, though, who scores for Sunderland. A 17-year-old kid. What a player. Has he ever scored for Sunderland before? Yes. 3 times last season, says FootMob. But this is really going to be the breakthrough, isn't it, for Chris Rigg? Sunderland 1. Boro 0. Oh, did anyone get it? Anyone get it on the golden ticket? Charlie's got the right scorer, but the wrong minute. What was it? It was Rigg. What minute? Sorry, let me look this up. Rigg 24. Anyone have it? Don't think so. Yeah, Ayling and Edmondson got in a bit of a muddle, didn't they? What music do I like? All the music. I think there was an equaliser for Watford. Am I right? In the at exactly the same time, Norwich 1, Watford 1. Ryan Andrews. Here's Ayling. Ayling puts across into the box. Dealt with. And Sunderland can play a bit more counter-attacky now. They kind of were already, weren't they? Good day, Lunapod. Conway chance could be costly. Good point. Yeah, should have taken the lead in this one, shouldn't they? I think Bellingham's drawn a foul there. Delayed. Fulham fan, nice to see Roberts resurrect his career. Yeah. Back at Fulham, way back in the day, wasn't he? He just tread on his foot there, Conway and Bellingham. Just a little bit clumsy, wasn't it? So what have we got? Norwich 1, Watford 1. It's QPR 0, Millwall 0. West Ham 0, Chelsea 2 in the Premier League. And we have a goal. In our watch along, Chris Rigg. Clever finish. Although here come Boro with Jones down the right. Jones crosses, looking for a Zaz, well covered by Hume. Rose, afternoon from sunny Ipswich. Welcome. Here is Borges, the left back, really nicely advanced. Tries to feed it in and Rigg, the goal scorer. Gets it away. Great tackle by George Edmondson then. Looked like there was a fouler coming then, but he took the ball nice and clean. Morris. Borges. Hackney with a bit of a silly shot there. Lost his patience, didn't he? And shot from miles out. Here's the bit of quality from Rigg. Whoop! In it goes. Look at that. Left foot, right foot. Double touch. Back heel. Get your other foot out of the way, mate. What a player. 17 years old, by the way. Chris Rigg with the opening goal. And we are half an hour up. A really good goal from Rigg. Needs confidence to try that. I think it's just instinctive, wasn't it? Which is probably a sign of how good Rigg's going to end up being, isn't it? If you've got that level of instinct to be doing that this early in your career, then the game must come fairly natural to the lad, right? No. Sirkin. Ayling. Ball turned over. Sunderland almost seem quite happy when Boro have got it. Getting that like 4-3-3 shape, don't they? Nice and narrow and compact. And then spring out. And again, just not a massive press on the back four, is there? Here comes Borges puts a cross in low. Really good cross, actually. Latte Lath can get in there. Jones. Conway was there on the back stick. Matt Clark comes powering forward and out it goes. What I will say is Boro are chasing this, aren't they? Which means there's a fairly high chance Boro will make a decent opportunity or leave themselves open to a second goal. VAR checking a pen for West Ham. Get Ben on the wing of Liverpool loanee. Who's that then? Oh, Doak. That's right. Who's my favourite guitarist of all time? I'll give you about 5 different answers for that. Neil. Hume. Roberts. Reverse ball. Just onside. Just into the back post. Ayling kind of jumped at it. Must have got something on it. Throw in Sunderland, who keep attacking. Bellingham to Neil. Hume's going to have a shot, which was a bad idea. Who's my favourite guitarist, by the way? Rhythm guitarist would be Malcolm Young of AC/DC. To explain in football terms. Like Claude Makelele, that bloke. I always liked Tom Morello of Rage Against the Machine, just because he made interesting noises and really good riffs. QPR 0, Millwall 1, says my mobile phone. As we have a coming together of 2 Sunderland players. And referee Hooper's got to bring the doctor on. Yeah, Jimmy Page, he'd definitely be in there. Brian May for studio artistry, I think. Do you know who I really liked? I saw Blur at Hyde Park, and Graham Coxon had a different kind of sound and style for virtually every song. It was great. It was really good. Very good indeed. I'm assuming Louis is telling us that the Millwall goal scorer is Duncan Watmore, who may be the top scorer in the Championship. How many has Madger got and how many has Watmore got? Is Watmore the goal scorer? Why would he lie? That might be his 5th of the season, mightn't it? If indeed he has scored. That would put him tied as the top scorer in the league there, Duncan Watmore. Rich, if that was the first gig that went on sale, can't remember. Because the first gig that went on sale wasn't actually the first gig that happened when Blur came back. There you go. It's all gone guitar-fied. Look, George Harrison, Mark Knopfler. All great shouts, by the way. Borges into the box. Mepham across on the cover. But the offside flag was up against the Boro fullback, rightly so, with a very helpful bit of shading on the pitch. What more? Old Boro boy, Ginger Messi. Dave Gilmore. Shine on, you crazy diamond. Mundell, lovely little swipe between Jones and Ayling there. Brilliant bit of skill, that. Ayling looking for the rugby tackle there to get out of it. Bit of a chess game, this match, isn't it? Clark. Oh. Into the box there for Conway, who smashed it at the near post. Gave Patterson some work to do there, didn't he? Don't open the rabbit hole of best bassist. We'll go around the whole musical sphere, won't we? Ayling. Oh, nice little slide in. Azaz. Really important foot in there that deflected the ball back to Patterson, who did well. They just showed the first instance where Conway had absolutely smashed it at him on the near post. Kev, good response after last weekend's slip-up. Roberts has been brilliant. Yeah, Roberts running off the right, creating the goal. Sancho playing well for Chelsea. Having got himself out of Manchester United. Jefferson missing a sitter for Watford, says Pilot. Pilot of the airwaves. 1-1 in that game. Norwich 1, Watford 1. QPR 0, Millwall 1. Watmore, West Ham 0, Chelsea 2. Jackson on a hat-trick. As I say that, it sounds like QPR have equalised. QPR 1, Millwall 1. So everybody in the Championship has scored who's playing at the moment, except Middlesbrough, who should have taken the lead, shouldn't they, with that chance for Conway. Here's Roberts again, dribbling in off the right. Hackney takes it off him. Oh, nice feet by Azaz, and he switched it. And here is Jones down the right. Can they flood the box? Jones comes in on the left foot, tries to dip her. Never really troubling Patterson on the roof of the net. This will sound stupid. Sometimes Boro, you feel, when they do their whole vertical passing, massively quick attacking, sometimes they seem to attack too quickly for their own good, and there's no one in the box when they get in good positions. That took a deflection, by the way. It's going to be a corner to Boro. In it goes, headed clear. Frey with the QPR goal. He was brilliant, wasn't he, against Luton when we did the watch along, Frey. Doesn't look a hell of a lot like a footballer. Evidently is a good one, though. Hackney. Morris. Hackney. Clark to Edmondson. Jones. Ayling. Conway out on the right wing again. Conway puts the cross in. Easy for Patterson. I think the game plan for Sunderland, they are allowing Boro to have the ball a lot, aren't they? 63% on the possession for Boro, who are yet to have a shot on target. And that includes that big opening for Conway early in the game. Mundle in off the left, drills it right-footed. Dieng gathers well. Paul Warne, 400 games. What's my take on him? I think everyone knows I love Paul Warne, so we'll put that one to the chat. As Latte Laf tries to run off the back of Hume. Oh, poor clearance. Azaz, good headed block there by Sirkin. That looked like it was going in, didn't it? A dreadful clearance by Hume. Now, maybe the keeper's got it covered. Needed to get a good head on that. Muggy half a header on that, and it spins the other side of the goal and stitches the keeper out, doesn't it? Corner for Boro. Great punch by Patterson. What a great bit of goalkeeping that was. Falls on his backside and gets the free kick as well. That's a really good punch. Luke O'Nien had a hell of a grab of Matt Clark's shirt there as well, though. Keep an eye on that. Richard Breeze making copious notes. Wonder if one of them will be tell Luke O'Nien not to concede a penalty by pulling Matt Clark's shirt in the second half. Clip that bit out there if it happens now. Kev, Chris Rigg is huge talent who I feel will struggle to hold on to. Don't fear it, Kev. Get a great fee for him and send him off to his destiny. But keep him as long as you can, of course. Surprise Patterson still at Sunderland. Yeah, no one went for him, did they? Good keeper. Booted into the channel from Mundle to Chase. And the pattern continues that Sunderland don't really need the ball and Boro are having the majority of it, but haven't managed to get, well, now says 6 shots, 1 on target. Morris gets fouled by Rigg. And we are into 3 minutes of first half stoppage time. Rigg holds his head, but I make referee Hooper right there. That looks like a foul to me. So much so, he's gone in the book. Ayling. Conway. Ayling. Conway. And yeah, it's a lot of passes, isn't it? Does Sunderland look comfortable? Is that fair to say? Certainly look organised and happy to defend, don't they? And they're going to the top of the table as things stand, Sunderland. We'll go 2 points clear of West Brom, 4 of Blackburn. I remember Watford are winning as well, so they would go on to 11 points. Into Azaz on the edge of the box. Bellingham half cleared. Hackney, massively ambitious kind of reverse chipped ball into Conway in the box. And needless to say, it doesn't come off. Michael Carrick, you see, he would have played that along the floor, wouldn't he? Boro lacking directness. I know what you mean, Chris. When they do get the ball moving and they get a bit of fizz to their passing, it is direct in that way. Norwich 2, Watford 1. Right on the stroke of half-time by the look of it. We'll figure out what's going on there. Mundle into the box and referee Hooper very clear saying no pen. We were all wondering whether it was going to be. I'll plead the fifth until I see a replay. And Boro on the counter-attack here. Azaz, good ball out. Knocked inside, Latte Laff into the box. He gets there first, but he can't loop it into the net. It just needed soft feet there, didn't it? Let's have a look at the penalty shout. All went on there in this last minute of stoppage time. It's not clever by Ayling, is it? Probably not enough quite for it to be a penalty, but he's in the wrong place, Ayling, and his hand's on his back. And then up the other end, and Latte Lath couldn't take advantage. Borja Science says Pilot with the second for Norwich. Norwich 2, Watford 1. And it is half-time in Sunderland versus Middlesbrough. Get your thoughts in on the first half. Tight game. Big chance for Tommy Conway around the, 5-6 minute mark. And then we get the general pattern of the half is Sunderland are going to sit in their shape in a nice looking 4-3-3 that's very organised and compact. And Middlesbrough are going to have loads of the ball, but not make any bigger chances than the one that Conway had. And Sunderland are going to spring out and be dangerous and indeed score. On 24 minutes, Chris Rigg. Roberts had dribbled in off the right. It's kind of like a half block by Edmondson. To be fair, I first thought it was like a nasty deflection, but it's actually not very good from Edmondson. He's got you can't just slide in and slow the ball down in the box because someone's just going to run onto it. It's got to go somewhere when you make the tackle, don't you? But it kind of just stops and Chris Rigg can run in. Really nice feet. It was it left foot, right foot? Or right foot, left foot? I think it's left foot, right foot, double touch. And then a real clever, instinctive little back heel in from the angle. Let me give you the numbers and you can tell me your thoughts, guys, in the chat. See if it matches up with my eye test, what we're saying here. And yeah, there's the numbers. Look, Boro 66% possession, 1.14 on the XG and 8 shots as well. And it's fairly typical of Boro. I think they've got the highest attacking XG in the league, and obviously they make loads of shots and loads of chances, but they're just not quite as efficient as teams like Sunderland, who, have had less possession, less shots, and have been probably more dangerous when you look at it. So Yeah. Tell me your thoughts. Must be frustrating in terms of being a Boro fan. There you go. Penguin Surf. So frustrating watching Boro. We control games but don't take chances. Well, I totally agree. Totally agree. Why the rate Boro as top 6 team? I think just the quality of the players and what happened 2 years ago. Dominate every team but can't score. That is the pattern, isn't it? Expected Sunderland to be less defensive. I wouldn't say they're parking the bus, but yeah, they're certainly. The plan is clearly let Boro have the ball and work off that. So, problem is, it's working. Edmondson is giving me Harry Maguire vibes. Is that Harry Maguire for England or Harry Maguire for Man United? Afternoon, Lee. Right. Time to make a coffee, I think. Or shall I have an orange juice? I might have an orange juice, you know. We will be back in 5 minutes' time. Go and grab yourself a drink and fill that chat full of comments. See you in 5. Back, guys. Half time in the watch along. It is Sunderland 1, Middlesbrough 0. A bit of other football going on today in the 12:30s. West Ham 0, Chelsea 2. And in the Championship, Norwich 2, Watford 1, QPR 1, Millwall 1. I think there's some stuff going on in League One. There you go. Exeter 1, Stevenage 0, Lincoln 0, Wigan 0. In League 2, Accrington 2, Port Vale 0, Chesterfield 1, Cheltenham 0. Let's go to the comments. Jack, I'll take your word for the reference because I don't know about NFL, but Boro is the Miami Dolphins of the Championship. Always supposed to be a contender, but when the season starts, they're just an above-average team. Maybe that does describe Boro a little bit. And Boro are 1-0 down in this one and need to make their control of possession turn into goals, and the chances they make turn into goals as well. Oh God, yeah, Lee's in Ibiza, isn't he? Very nice too. Nice work if you can get it. Thank you for your support on the channel, guys. I know you're probably all subscribed anyway, but we are very close to 40,000 subscribers. 39,742. If you haven't already subscribed, you can do so. It's literally right down there somewhere as you're watching. For those people who haven't, we'll do a sub surge. You've got 10 seconds to hit the subscriber button. Let's do it. Thank you kindly, everybody. 40,000 subscribers. If we can get there, that will be absolutely tremendous and muchly appreciated. You lot. Thank you also for supporting the stream as we go and hitting the like button. How are we doing for likes, by the way? Sorry, let me just have a look. Yeah, really helpful, YouTube. I'm so sorry. It's not letting me see my own channel. There we go. And we have 64 likes. We'll see if we can get up towards 100 before the end of the show. We are now about to see, oh dear, the goals from the other games. Doyle did score for Norwich from outside of the box, went through the keeper's hands, didn't it? Ryan Andrews then P-rollered one in. Come on, make this last goal a bit of a better one. Science played through the middle, took that really well, didn't he? Great goal. Those are the 3 goals in that one. We are seeing a set play be hooked in the Exeter game. Stevenage, I think they were playing. Lovely goal for Accrington. Curler and then a set play there. Oh dear. Chesterfield, Cheltenham. A little bit of a slip up there. And unfortunately, Chesterfield are going to score from it. Great dribble to assist that one. Easy finish. In the end, we didn't get to see the QPR Millwall goals, which is a little bit annoying. Don't know if they got missed out for any reason or I just was looking the other way. There you go. 40,000 for a great channel. Thank you, Dave. We're going to get there. Hopefully, we're going to get there soon. Not that those things matter particularly, as long as you're doing good work and people are enjoying it. That's all that matters, but it's a nice round number, isn't it? 40,000. Come on, Millwall. 1-1 at halftime for Millwall. And 1-0 at halftime for Sunderland. Let me know your thoughts on the possibility of Boro getting back into the game. Remember, we did one last night where, let's be fair, I didn't give Hull much hope of getting back into the game. They were the away team and they were 1-0 down at half-time and they went on to win 3-1. Could happen again, right? We shall see. Just showing that Tommy Conway chance from earlier in the game. Beautiful cross that from Jones to set that up. Conway really should have given Boro the lead. And Latte left. The amount of times you see those chances where it's just lifted over the keeper into the net, he just couldn't hook that back round, could he? Boro generally been made to rue their missed chances this season, and there have been plenty of them indeed. Jonathan Woodgate and Michael Carrick having a halftime chat. Woodgate, former Boro manager, former Boro player, back on the staff again now. Didn't quite work out. I think he did most of the season. I think it might have been the COVID season, mightn't it? And then Neil Warnock came in for the end of it for Steve Gibson and Boro. And here in the tunnel are Chris Rigg and Joe Bellingham and Dan Neil about to come out for the second half. And they will be hoping they can go on and win the game. All they've got to do is keep a clean sheet. And that'll do it. Sunderland will be going back to the top of the table with West Brom, the current leaders, playing later on. So just sorting out my phone up here. And the players are back out for the second half now. We will be underway very shortly. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for the subscriber surge as well. Greatly appreciate it. And we are off and running in the second half. We'll bang through the teams once again very, very shortly. Just sort the clock out. There we go. So Sunderland defending a 1-0 lead. Well, I say defending, they're on the attack right now. Sirkin crosses from the left. Edmondson clears. And Conway fouls Bellingham, but referee Hooper allows the advantage, which is not taken yet. Patterson in goal, eerie teams for Sunderland. Hume, Mepham, 09, Sirkin. Rigg, Neil, Bellingham, Roberts, Mayend and Mundell. For Boro, Dieng, Ayling, Edmondson, Clark, Borges, Morris, Hackney, Jones, Conway, Azaz, and Latte Lath. As Mundell dramatically hits the deck. Tommy Conway not happy with Mundell. Bellingham shoving Conway and getting himself in trouble. Just getting a bit of a telling off from referee Hooper. Confident boy Bellingham, but he can't referee the game himself. did get caught, actually, Mundle. I think Conway was annoyed at how dramatically he went down. Free kick whipped in from Roberts. Headed away. Neil puts the cross in. Ayling heads it out. Conway tries to help it on. And Boro just try and push up the pitch a little bit. Goes back to Patterson and he boots it down the ground. All the way to Matt Clark. Sorry, excuse my slurping. Let me just finish this orange juice. There we go. A tactical mute. O'Neill, Sirkin, tries to go past Jones. Very lucky to get a foul for that. He's kind of running nowhere in particular, just hit the deck and bought the free kick. I had the scorer, but not the minute for the golden ticket. The golden ticket is elusive, and once again, it rolls over. So if you want your fill of beer 52, which way do I point? Like that. You need to take up the offer, beer52.com/bloom. But you'll have to pay the postage. If you win the golden ticket, you will get one of those crates for free. No postage required. Throw in to Boro. Clark, Edmondson, Ayling, Hackney, Edmondson, Clark. Here's that pattern again. Sunderland sat in shape. Boro playing the ball around into the channel. Hooked away. And yeah, the direct pass over the top there put a bit of pressure on, didn't it? They've got to mix it up in certain ways, haven't they? Referee injured in the Norwich game. I hope whoever that is okay. Ayling tries to pierce the back line. Doesn't manage it, and Bellingham knocks it diagonally. Good ball in the end. Roberts dribbles onto it. Oh, Roberts hits the shot left-footed, and I don't think that missed by very much. Keeper flung himself Dieng across. How close is this? Oh, this will be a great angle from behind him. Just bending, but not into that far corner. Blues, 1875. Thank you so much. £5 on the super chat. Very, very kind indeed. Thank you, Blues 1875. Get a comment in if there was a message supposed to go with that. Thank you very, very much, Lee. You can support via Super Chat like Blues 1875 has just done. It's not obligatory. This will always be free, but it's a blooming help trying to get some kind of wage out of doing this. Muchly appreciated. Thank you, Blues 1875. Cross comes in from the left from Mundle. Fourth official taking over in the Norwich game. after an injury to the ref. Here's O'Neill. Powers forward and has now left his side short manned. Oof. Tried to quickly counter-attack with the ball over the top. Too much on it. It's scruffy in the midfield there. Jones and Mundle, that's still rumbling on. Borges. Hackney. Edmondson. Boro still looking a little bit toothless, aren't they? That was Hackney trying a really difficult chipped ball over the back line there. And once again, they turn it over. Just got in, missed first half. Heard Latte left, got clattered, should have been a red. I think a yellow was right for that, but he certainly got clattered. Did get hurt actually by it as well, but my humble opinion was a yellow was the call. And Sunderland get out of the corner there. And they're going to counter-attack now. I switched it to the other side. Mundle hits the deck again. Absolutely nothing giving. Oh, Hackney, that's a dreadful ball. And Conway over on the left. Starting to get a bit frustrated with each other, the Boro players, by the look of it. What was the first vinyl I bought? More a cassette guy, me. Back in the day. Ball goes loose in the midfield for Bellingham. Does well to keep hold of it. Sirkin pokes it out to Mundle. Neil, Hume, Roberts, Sunderland doing a bit of possession, keep ball stuff. Injuries, last thing we need. Latte Laff has been poor this season so far. Yeah, he has underwhelmed, hasn't he? After scoring on the opening day as well. And you think, oh, here we go. Boro seem to raise so many promising positions going forward. Boro fans must tear their hair out with it. Yeah, amen. I can see why they would. I can see why they would. Bellingham. Oh, Clark was late there, wasn't he? I think referee Hooper wanted to give the advantage and Sunderland didn't want to take it. They wanted the free kick. They're going to get the free kick in the end. Oh, yeah. If your team is playing, team news is going to be on the way now. Championship will be about another 15 minutes, but the Premier League teams are out now, aren't they? The Championship still 2 p.m s? I think they are, aren't they? There you go. No Calvin Phillips for Ipswich. How about that? Coste starting in central midfield there. Free kick in from Sunderland to the back stick. Get your teams in as they land. Sham 69. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Chris Rigg. Ole, ole, ole. What's the melody? Chris Rigg. Ole, ole, ole. Chris Rigg. You just stitched me up by, I don't know which way around it's supposed to go. I'm thinking of that bloody na 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 na. Oh, no, slot. The Liverpool one. I've smashed up my room here. Don't smash your room up. Never smash your room up. It's never the answer, is it? Certainly not over Riley McGree. Worked inside to Neil, but it's just turned over. Here comes the Boro counter. Conway, great carry this. Powered down the right. Gets the cross in. That's excellent from Conway. Where was Latte Lath? Just want him busting a gut. Getting into the box there. I love the videos you did on the piano doing the footy chants. Oh, we should do another version of those, shouldn't we? Yeah. I'll put some polls out to get the right chance. Norwich 3, Watford 1. Looks like a three-pointer for Norwich. They are 3-1 up. Coming up the hour mark. Looks like it's going to be a good day for Norwich, who were already 2-1 up. They've gone 3-1 up. Crossed in from the left. Mundle tries to get it clear for Sunderland. And the running battle between Mundle and Jones. It's so many fouls now. And then Latte Laff has just gone through the back. I think Latte Laff is already on a yellow card. And I suspect the Boro bench will now be telling him to calm the hell down. And I know Dan Neil can be a bit of an S-house, but he's absolutely right to point out to the referee, have you got your eye on this? He's got one more now, Latte Laff. Next foul he makes, he's going to get a yellow card and he's going to get red carded. Needs to be very careful, doesn't he? Sounds like we've just gone full on downpour here, but I can't see out the windows. Azaz trying to get it away for Boro. Neil. Bellingham. Lovely ball to Mundle. He's going to have a go at Ayling now. No, he's not. He's going to slide in a good ball into the box. Oh, he just lost his foot in there. Bellingham. And out it went. It's feeling like such a low margin game. Can you hear that rain? Must have gone full on heavens opened outside here. It was sunny when I walked in the office. Thank you, Jay. Marcelino Nunez for Norwich, who look like they're going to win today, don't they? 3-1 up. 54th minute that goal went in. Remember, there was a delay, wasn't there, with the referee getting injured or something to that effect. Corner for Sunderland. Mundle knocks it out to O'Neill. Don't lose it there, mate. Shields it quite well. Here's Mundle on the left. Crosses right-footed. Clark heads out. And Sunderland putting a bit of pressure on. And the clock is ticking for Boro. They need a goal, and they're not really showing any signs of it. But here comes a double substitution. Finazaz is stepping out. And we are going to see Doak and Hamilton in. So it's the two wide players are going out. So in comes Mika Hamilton, who was in contention for getting on the top 10 youngsters to watch. Didn't quite make... Sorry, it's hammering it down with rain outside here. Didn't quite make the short list. Ben Doak as well. Youngster on loan from Liverpool, I believe. They are both into the game. Borges charging forward, goes down, no foul. Rigg coming in the other direction now. He's tackled by Clark. Looking like one of those days for us. We're far too predictable to play against. Well, yeah. And when the situation is the opponent just goes, well, okay, we just sit back and let you come on to us. That can be a problem, can't it? If that actually works. Heavens have opened here too. Yeah, what's going on? Don't know where you are, Blues 1875. But here in Bedfordshire, something weird's just happened with the weather. Ayling. Conway slides that through. Doak, first touch. Doak puts the cross in to the near post. Blocked out by Chris Mepham. Good work by Doak there. Chalk on his boots, right on the touchline. Then great pace to make the run inside. Did a lot right there, but couldn't find the killer pass. Corner goes short from Doak. Gets it back. Hamilton, the two subs combine. Chance on the edge of the box for Hackney. Didn't commit to that shot, did he? Went for the side foot and it was blocked by the first defender. Boro sparked into life a little bit by the double sub there of Hamilton and Doak. Good start, particularly by Doak, although they've just turned it over Boro. And Conway on Mundle. Mundle wins his 75th foul of the game. I don't know if Conway's just picking up where Jones, the substitute, left off by clattering into Mundle there. Here's Mundle one more time. He definitely wants the ball, doesn't he? Held that up and basically said to Ayling, well, go on then. If you dare. Roberts little knock inside. Cleared away though. Nin to Sirkin. Oh, Sirkin, nice ball down the line. Bit of space for Mundle against Doak. The substitute comes inside. Oh, good play by Mundle. It's given back to him by Roberts. Roberts is inside the box. Bellingham tries the curl. You can see exactly the angle that he wanted there, but he just boots it over the bar. 20 years ago today that Brian Clough died. And yeah, these two clubs he played for. What a legend. Incredible striker, but maybe, certainly in the conversation, or you tell me, top three, if not the GOAT of English football managers. You tell me, there can't be many who would surpass him. I think a few Scottish ones who surpass him, but English football managers, tell me in the chat. How many name any that are better than Cloughie, hey? Into the box goes Borges, hits the deck. Nah, never a pen, was it? One of our worst ever managers, funny enough, yeah. Never quite fitted, did it? Cloughie at Leeds. Just didn't work. There you go. There's that Ipswich lineup. Get your 11s in as we go past 2 p.m. Bob Paisley, Liverpool. That's a fair shout. Yeah. Paisley's come up twice there. Certainly on trophies, Bob Paisley's pretty much untouchable, isn't he? How many European Cups did Paisley get? Did he get 4? Did he win all 4? I think he did, didn't? No, did Joe Fagan get the last one? Doak inside, 67, coming up 68 now. Boro need to find a goal, don't they? Still no Riley McGree for Chris. Ayling. Doak. Morris. Back out to Doak. Oh, nice little turn inside. Oh, and he's just shanked the shot a little bit there. Aidan Morris. He did really well. He got it from Doak. Look, just opened up his body. Dummy completely took Bellingham out of the game and then just lost his balance for the shot. Just needed to instep that and curl it in the far corner. Venables and Robson, yeah, definitely. They're both in the conversation, aren't they? Clough and Paisley feel like the goats when it comes to English football managers. Although not wanting to diminish the amazing Bob Paisley, but he was part of a machine, wasn't he, at Liverpool? Whereas Clough was ridiculous, just, you know, go into Derby, get success, and then the league title and the 2 European Cups at Forest is just insane when you think about it, isn't it? Chris Rigg is going into the book. Slid in on Borges there. I've got to admit, I don't know whether I thought that was a yellow card. What a great tackle, but not sure it warranted a yellow. You tell me. Yeah, Alf Ramsey, of course. In terms of World Cup win and the league title with Ipswich as well. Bellingham. Mayenda. Feels like we haven't mentioned him for about 40 minutes. Roberts coming in off the wing. Bellingham. Give and go. Bellingham right down to the touchline. Well defended by Boro. Neil. Rigg. Hume. Steadies ankles, clipped there by Mika Hamilton. Sunderland still haven't gone to the bench yet. Don Revy, yeah, that's fair. What about him who won the European Cup with Villa? Well, didn't Villa change managers halfway through the season? What's his name? Ron Saunders went out. And it wasn't actually him that I can't even think the guy who. There you go, Tony Barton. Thank you. The guy who won the league didn't win the European Cup. Blue starting with Alfie May on the bench in League One is quite a flex. Doing a lot of flex in Birmingham in League One, aren't they? But they've got to go to face Steve Evans and Rotherham today. Doak tries to get past Sirkin, draws the foul. Conway, Doak, Ayling. Clark, Hamilton, Clark. Oh, dearie me. They probably played 8-10 passes there and it was just fizzed in and completely given away. And again, Boro just a bit hapless, weren't they? There you go. It's another good question for the chat. Best current English manager. It's going to end up being Eddie Howe, isn't it? Delano Bergzog is on. I think Latte Lath went out. His kind of underwhelming season continues, Latte Lath. He's probably a bit of a red card risk, in all honesty, wasn't he? And Carrick with just like for like swaps. Has to be one of the worst times in history for English managers. Well, we haven't had an English manager win the Premier League ever. Is that right? Ayling, Doak, Conway, but spaced down the right. Conway, Hamilton, Edmondson, Clark, Hamilton. Do you trust Boro to play through this mid-low block now from Sunderland? Here's Doak. Edmondson. I think that might be a corner. Came from a long way out, but it was poked back by a Sunderland player. Kieran, off to watch Bristol City v Oxford. Yeah, good luck, mate. Enjoy. Corner taken quickly. I don't know why, but they've been pulled back and they're going to have to take it again. I thought Howard Wilkinson won it. I think Howard Wilkinson won the last Division 1 before it became the Premier League. So, bit of pedantry, but yeah, that wasn't the Premier League era, if that means anything to you. Good old bit of wrestling going on in the box there as normal. Corner's cleared and it's back with Seny Dieng. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, was this not the stadium where Seny Dieng scored when he was QPR keeper? Is that right? That was away at Sunderland, wasn't it? Neil switches it out to Mundle. First time little flick inside, and it's cut out by Edmondson. Zailing. Across to Clark. Back to Dieng and out to Borges. Oh dear. All of that passing to give it away there. Poor from the left back. It's Mayenda into the box. Was he, or must have been fouled right on the line, just outside the box. Skinned Matt Clark. How close was this to being a penalty? It's a horrible pass by Borges, the left back. Oh, is his foot on the line? Oh, that is, well, you judge that. That is so close to being a penalty. I think the problem is that Mayenda is kind of slipping towards the box. I think the law is if the player's got their foot on the line and you foul them, it's a penalty. Might have been just before because he's kind of sliding towards the line. It's hell of a close to being a penalty, that one. They've still got a free kick here, Sunderland, nonetheless. So Mundle and Roberts are over the free kick, which is really close in and right in the middle of the goal. Mundle! Oh, so unlucky. Smashes it against the post. Oh, everybody was beat by that. Dieng completely frozen. Didn't see it. Wasn't going to save it. And he hit the post there. Mundle, really unlucky. Clever free kick because he swings it back across his body and it hits the post. That close to sealing the game, really, because it's hard to see Boro scoring a goal, let alone two. Another penalty shout there. Referee Hooper says no. Great play by Mundle, who's just hit the post to get back and defend that. And now here comes Ayling, and here comes Boro the other end. Exciting stuff. Doak drifting inside. Oh, it's poor. He's giving it away. Chris Rigg knocks it up the line. I think Doak had a nibble at him. Rigg and Doak screaming at each other. Here's the free kick. That's really unlucky. Really good strike, that. Lovely technique. Look, swings it back, fools the keeper. Oh, just off the post. Really good strike, that. Right, Pat Roberts is coming out. Wilson Isidore is coming in. French player. 24 years old. That's quite old for Sunderland, isn't it? Patrick Roberts had a big hand in the goal, didn't he? Drifting in off the right. His shot was kind of half dealt with by Edmondson. And then Chris Rigg did his thing. I'm assuming Isidore is going to be a like-for-like swap. That looks like where he's gone, out onto the right wing. We are into the last 10 minutes of normal time in this one. It's Sunderland 1, Boro 0. Boro need a goal, but we've been saying that for the last 35 minutes. Patterson clears. Ayling to Clark. It's Norwich 3, Watford 1. It was 2-1 Norwich at half time, wasn't it? Nunes added the third. QPR 1, Millwall 1. No more goals in the second half of that one. And no second half goals in this game as well. Which means Sunderland are now just about 8 minutes plus stoppage time from another 3 points and heading back to the top of the table. Double step over by Hamilton. Good defending by the substitute who's just come in, actually, doing his work down the right-hand side then, Isidore. Edmondson to Ayling. Back to Ayling. Conway. Doak tried to hold it in that corner, but he's tackled. And it's cleared all the way out back to Dieng. And Boro are going to have to start over. And they've just not shown that they have the quality and intensity in their attacking play to break down Sunderland. And Sunderland have not kind of just sat back and, played 10 behind the ball, but they've been defensively very sturdy. And it's been more than enough to stop Boro scoring. Ayling to Clark. And that sums up Boro, doesn't it, in this second half? Clark with a simple ball out wide, unforced error, overhits it. And right now, heavy touch by Patterson as I say that. Let me finish my thought, because right now I don't see Boro equalising in this game. I think it would have to just be like a chaos goal, fling a set play in the court in the box and it bounces around and you get the equaliser. Here's Hackney. Hackney slides it through, looking for Bergzog. That's good defending by Mepham. The Sunderland tries to clear it. Bergzog just charges him down. Didn't quite have the pace to run through. One of the best squads in the Championship. Chris is not happy with the bench, as he said on a few occasions today. Beza, monotony of watching us is a chore. Carrick is lucky Boro have a patient chairman. I mean, he is a patient chairman, Charlie, but he will act, won't he? I'm not saying he should act. I'm just saying Carrick isn't guaranteed to have the job forever. Like Mick McCarthy at Ipswich under Marcus Evans. Where it's like, look, just run my club. I can't be asked. I'm never going to sack you. Ayling to Doak. And Doak is tackled. And I think the little spark that Boro got from the double sub on 62 is probably gone now, isn't it? And we're back where we were on a really low margin, kind of tight, nothing in it game. Knocked down the line by Sunderland. It's going to be a throw to Boro, which Ayling is going to take. Clark. Edmondson. Doak. A hospital ball by Doak, and he's giving it away. And here comes a Sunderland counter. If that was a foul, it was a very, very clever foul by Ben Doak, because Mayenda had it and was about to slide it through the middle. I'm not saying he would have played Isidore in, but he was certainly going to try, and Ben Doak stopped that at source with a foul. So there you go. Play that eventuality out in your head. Could have been a 1v1. Boro go up the other end and score now. It's a great foul, isn't it? butterfly effect and all that. Ugh. Short ball into Sirkin, who can't do anything else there. Other than boot it forward. Not happening for us today. I often wonder what is going on with McGree. New deal and then in that the squad again. This has been pointed out. He's definitely got something, McGree, but not something Carrick is particularly wanting to use today. Hackney. Clark. Clark back to Hackney. Edmondson. Ayling. Conway back to Ayling. Doak. They're just not troubling Sunderland, though. Doak on the right wing now. 61% possession for the game for the Boro. Clark. Hackney. Doak. Ayling. Crosses right-footed. And it bounces and nobody attacks it. And it goes out for a throw in the other side. And we are 90 seconds away from finding out how much stoppage time we're going to get in this one. Edmondson. Doak. Doak. Oh, nice pick out there with the left foot. It's going to be a goal kick. Lovely cross, I have to say. Doak seems to have gone the other way and crossed with his right foot every time. Look at that for a ball. Lovely floaty ball. Referee's called that perfectly because Mepham got a little touch on it and then it hits Bergzog. So rightly, he's given a goal kick for that one. Always talk about Sunderland needing a little bit more experience. Mepham's a good addition, isn't he? Excuse me. Edmondson. Ayling. Ayling on to Conway. Doak. Sirkin closes down. It's going to be a throw-in, and we are now over the 90. And there will only be 3 minutes minimum stoppage time. Here's Doak. Ayling. Doak. Doak to the byline, puts the cross in. It's a handball shout there, but we are in stoppage time at the end of a game and players are going to claim handballs for stuff that may or may not be handball. Never trust anybody in a football stadium appealing for a decision. Just don't. Hamilton. Little swerve on the edge of the box. Doak, Hamilton. Two subs combining, but there's Bellingham in the way, blocking it out. Rigg has gone down. He's picked up by Conway. Chris Rigg's just got the man of the match from Sky as well. I think he's going to be subbed out all at once there. Little injury, man of the match. And no wonder he gets a standing ovation. What a talent. Dan Ballard in. That's an extra centre-half in to see out the last 90 seconds of stoppage time here. Bergsog. Hamilton. In it goes into the box. Cleared his way. Although Doak has got it back for Boro. Ooh, clattering challenge there, but we've played on. Bergsog into the box. Referee can't pull it back now. There's a bad foul in there in the build-up to that. Let's see if it gets pulled back now by referee Hooper. Mayenda's furious there. He thought he was in if he got the correct pass. There's 30 seconds of the minimum stoppage time left, but we've had substitution, so probably going to go another minute, probably go up to 94. Referee Hooper's just holding up his watch for all to see, as if to say, look, you can't just time waste your way through the stoppage time. Been good, actually, today. Referee Hooper. In my humble opinion. So I reckon we'll go another 45 seconds here. And Boro just need to break the habit of a lifetime now and just stick the ball forward as quickly as they can. Out it goes wide to Doak, which isn't going to do a lot, is it? Mundell just boots it into the stand. Doak has gone down. I think he might. Ouch. Yeah, he's got a hand in the face. Norwich 4. Watford 1. Fair play, Norwich. What a win. Ayling lobs it into the box, looking for Big Edmondson. He gets the header down. It's dribbled back in. Bergsog is on the edge of the box. I'm sure they want him inside the box. He gets the last touch of the game, and that is that. Sunderland 1, Middlesbrough 0 at the start of a big day of football in the Championship. Sunderland go back to the top of the table. The camera's in the face of the wonder kid, Chris Rigg, who's done it again. He gets the headlines with the winning goal. And let me show you what that is going to do for the league table, which will be very pleasing reading if you are a Sunderland fan. Because as things stand, back to the top of the league, so let me just do that down one, you will find Sunderland going. West Brom can obviously overtake them later. Watford have lost. They were going to go on to 11 points at one stage. It's going to be a great win for Norwich, though. They are coasting in. It's full time as well. QPR 1, Millwall 1. If we do a little bit of a scroll down, we can find QPR and Millwall both prone to a few overtakes today. You wouldn't be surprised if they dropped 1 or 2 places, both of them. The match winner, as I said, Chris Rigg today. And I genuinely think Michael Carrick got out-thought with a TH by Reggie Labrie today. It was a tactical battle, this game, wasn't it? And Sunderland came out on top. And they get the win. They get the 3 points. They head back to the top of the table. I know we're closing in on the 3 p.m. kickoff. So let me just say a massive thank you, everybody, for joining us. Ben Chrisen with the 4th goal for Norwich. 4-1. Going to be a huge win for Norwich. We can talk about that tomorrow on Hot Takes or Monday on the Championship Check-In podcast. QPR 1, Millwall 1. And that's all to add to Stoke 1, Hull 3 last night. That is where we're going to leave it, guys. Big thank you. I think I've got a super chatter to thank at the end of this, haven't I? Blues 1875. Thanks so much. £5 on the super chat. Greatly appreciated. Look, I'm solo parenting this weekend. Enid is with the in-laws at the moment. So after bed, we'll we'll try and get the hot takes done, and then we'll be back for Blue Monday tomorrow night and Championship check-in on Monday. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and I will see you all, hopefully, for the hot takes tomorrow if we keep managing to do the solo parenting and the work at the same time. See you all soon.